Hello and welcome to Wrexham AFC on YouTube for the team news. So we'll start straight away with the away team, Ebbsfleet United. Number 1, Nathan Ashmore. Number 2, Jack King. Number 3, Sam Magri. Number 4, Dean Rance. Number 6, Kenny Clark. Number 8, Ebu Adams. Number 9, the captain for Ebbsfleet today, Danny Kedwell. Number 10, Andrew Drury. Number 11, Miles Weston. Number 15, Luke Coulson. Number 18, Corey Whiteley. With the substitutes being number 12, Michael Cheek, number 14, Darren McQueen, number 17, Sean Shields, number 19, Chris Bush, and number 12, Bagazan Graham. And now for your Reds. In goal, number 18, Rob Lainton, number 2, Kevin Roberts, number 3, James Jennings, number 5, the captain, Sean Pearson, number 7, Luke Summerfield, number 10, Chris Holroyd, number 11, Rakeel Pike, number 14, Paul Rutherford, number 16, Brad Walker, number 23, Stuart Bevan, and number 13, Jake Lawler. And subs for Wrexham, number 1, Christian Dibble, number 8, Luke Young, number 9, Mike Fondop, number 15, Jordan Maguire-Drew, and number 20, Akil Wright. So, Lee, 3 changes from the win at Braintree, with Fondop, Young, and Jordan Maguire-Drew all being dropped to the subs bench for Chris Holroyd, Rakeel Pike, and Paul Rutherford. What are your thoughts?
I think he's just trying to freshen up the team, really. He's dropped Maguire-Drew to the bench, which I think many fans will be disappointed, and we all enjoy watching him play. Fondop, who's played, I think, every game so far this season, started every game. So giving him a rest, and it's good to see Holroyd come in as well for his first start of the season, I believe.
Definitely. How do you think Wrexham are going to line up today? Obviously, with Fondop's the kind of traditionally really the pivotal man in the middle. So how do you feel? Do you feel Pike's going to go down the middle, or do you think Holroyd? What's your thoughts, really?
I'd like to see Holroyd down the middle. I'd definitely like to see him. I think it will be Holroyd. I think we could see Pike on the left and Bevan on the left. of the attack. But no, it'd be interesting to see how they do work. I mean, any three of them could play up front, and any three sort of on the wing as well. So it'd be interesting to see.
Definitely. And obviously with Ebbsfleet, for me, the two men that stand up really are Danny Kedwell, captain. I remember him when he was playing for Wimbledon here quite a few years back. It was a bit of a nightmare. And Miles Weston, who's done a lot of time in the Football League for Southend. How do you feel with Ebbsfleet's form coming in? Obviously you spoke with Ollie on Facebook Live. Their form coming into today, what do you think their goal will be for today's game?
Get something for the game, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, they finished in the playoffs last season. They've not had a great start this season. Well, they're mid-table, so not where they want to be after last season. But I think they're a dangerous threat. You know, like I say, they were in the playoffs, so we could see a good team from them today. And you pointed out Kedwell there. I think most fans know about him in this league. He's an experienced striker who can get goals at this level. So we've got to be alert to their attack today.
Definitely. And to be honest, one name I've kind of missed here as well, Michael Cheek, an absolutely excellent player, I'd say. So there's danger coming from all ends with Ebbsfleet. Playoffs last year. Fell near enough. It was the semi-finals, wasn't it? They fell.
Yes. To Tranmere, was it?
Yes. Yeah, it was actually. And to be honest, obviously they're a dangerous team, but you've got to focus on Wrexham. So, how do you feel the new man, Jake Lawler's, kind of settled in? He's had a couple of games now. Obviously, Manny Smith's going to be out for some period of time. Jake Lawler's come into the fold. How do you feel he's done?
I think he's done good. I think from what I heard, he'd only played 3 games this calendar year before the game against Halifax. Right? Yeah. So to come in and play how he has and how well he has done in that little amount of time that he's got on the pitch so far this year, I think he's done well. And to fit in that back line, him and Sean Pearson, you know, if you're going to put anyone next to Sean Pearson, they're going to play well, because this guy, he's a leader, isn't he? He wants the best out of his centre back, and with Manny Smith being out, it's good to see him fitting in straight away. With Manny Smith 8 to 10 weeks, I think it was. Yeah, it's great to see him fit in.
Exactly. And obviously the big news really is Mike Fondop being dropped to the bench for Chris Holroyd's. Thoughts on that really?
Maybe just to keep him alert to the first team, that just to show him his place isn't guaranteed. He's got to work for it when he is in the team. I think we've seen him drop a little bit off the pace. Maybe he's always a threat, but maybe drop off in the first few games. But no, like I said at the start, Holroyd in for him, you imagine up front, and it'd be good to see him get a start today. Yeah,
definitely. Other things really from today's game. It's been 10 games, so what's your assessment really of the opening 10 games of the season? We're doing well. We're second, 21 points, give or take. I think Harrogate top with 22.
Yeah,
so we're definitely in and about. How do you feel the first 10 games have gone really from your expectations when you started the season?
Expectations were probably a little bit lower than last season. Maybe new manager Sam Ricketts, he's never had a managerial job before, so to come in and be second, I mean, this is a tough league. There's a lot of tough teams in this league, a lot of tough teams that want to get out of here. So to be second after 10 games, you know, people say don't look at the league table this early on. It's good to look there and see a brand new manager has got his team to second, 7 clean sheets in that time as well. No, I'm happy with the way we started. We've still got to push on and stay strong, but happy with the first 10 games.
Definitely. So we'll just check YouTube for a few questions. Someone all the way from Perth Reds, Welsh Night. It's excellent to see people come from all that way. Stephen Elliott up the town. Owen Lamb, come on and walk into the game now. And Faith Wesley, very, very long, come on Wrexham. So it's excellent to see. So obviously going into today's game for Wrexham, kind of what are you, in terms of playing Ebbsfleet, they're going to be a bit of a danger, because obviously they're hurting in a way from the playoff defeat. How do you see this game going? Do you think it's going to be quite cagey, or do you think it's going to be one of these games where it's going to be high scoring?
I don't think they're going to sit back. I think this could be a team that might go at us a little bit. Like you say, they're hurting from the playoffs, but I think they're also hurting from the way they've started the season. If you get in the playoffs the previous season, you want to get back at it, you want to be right at the top of the league, and they're not. They've not started as well as they'd want to. So no, we'll see fretful. And like you say, Michael Cheek on the bench for them, he's a real good player. Darren McQueen, we were speaking about before on the pre-match stream as well. So these have got, it's not just their starting 11, they've got a couple of good players on the bench as well. So yeah, for the full 90 minutes, we've got to stay focused on it. We can't see this as an easy game because they're mid-table. Got to stay focused for this one. Yeah, and to be honest, there's a couple of teams that are like that Aldershot, Bournemouth. Them three they've not matched the same levels of intensity they had last season.
Is that something kind of a fair assessment you'd say, or does it tend to be? Do you reckon the hangover actually exists? Because really for Wrexham it has. It's been so long now since we played in Wembley for the final. Do you think that for some teams it doesn't go away, or is it? Do you think with us having a new manager again, will that change it, or?
I don't know. I mean, there's got to be something, because you see like Aldershot and Ebbsfleet and also Dover as well. I mean, I know they didn't get in the playoffs; they just missed out. But they're like 23rd in the table. They're another good team. So I think there's something. Maybe they come into the season expecting to be at the top of that table and just play any game and just expect to be up there. But this league gets tougher and tougher every year. We see teams drop out and teams coming in from. I mean, we see Harrogate now at the top. Yeah. And they're up there, and Dover at the bottom, and Aldershot are at the bottom.
Salford as well, they're coming in.
Well, they expected it to be easy, didn't they?
Yeah,
They've picked the pace up a little bit from their first 4 or 5 games, but no, they're picking up pace now as well. But it's a tough league, very tough. Definitely.
So I'll go through the team news just once again before we close for today's game. So for Ebbsfleet, number 1 Nathan Ashmore, number 2 Jack King, number 3 Sam Magri, number 4 Dean Rance, number 6 Kenny Clark, number 8 Ebbu Adams, number 9 the captain Danny Kedwell, number 10 Andy Drury, number 11 Miles Weston, number 15 Luke Coulson, and number 18 Corey Whiteley. And your Reds for today: number 18 in goal Rob Langton, number 2 Kevin Roberts, number 3 James Jennings, number 5 the captain, the skipper Sean Pearson, number 7 Luke Summerfield, number 10 Chris Holroyd, number 11 Rakeel Pike, number 14 Paul Rutherford, number 16 Brad Walker, number 23 Stuart Bevan, and number 30 Jake Lawler. So from me and Lee, obviously enjoy the game. Catch us on Calon FM or on the Mixlr app, on the socials provided by myself. Good luck for the game, and thank you very much for Ollie for dancing.